my gorgeous little Gearsus. Are you feeling mechanical today?
I sure am.
We might be a full week late, but we are coming full circle because this announcement of the Orcust support got us back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After an entire year off.
And by we mean him, because I haven't touched the game in 6 months. But don't worry, Vanquish Soul support comes very soon, which means I might touch cardboard again.
And speaking of picking up cardboard and being able to play, these cards came out last week and have been legal for an entire week now. Every time I've sat down to play these cards, I have not dropped a game. So I wanted to get some time in, get some testing in, and showcase exactly what this deck looks like moving forward.
God knows we're not going to regionals or topping anything or going to Nats, so we gotta do something somewhere, you know? Anyway, enough about us and our washed selves. We're gonna show you the deck profile today because Brian really enjoys this deck, you really enjoy this deck, and it finally got, unironically, really good support. So feel free to subscribe, do all that fun stuff, or don't, that's fine too.
Whatever,
we're gonna show you the deck profile either way. I'm just here to enjoy the ride.
2020 called, and they are so excited to let us know that Gearsu, the Orcust Mech Knight, is finally one card starter for this Orcust deck thanks to the new support.
It only took half a decade, but we got there.
Isn't that crazy? I had to look it
No,
up before we filmed.
it's actually
this card
not.
came out 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's actually not because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! We had to wait, what, 400 years for volcanic support or whatever, or
True.
Laval? I don't even know. Whatever it was, and it sucked, and no one remembers it.
On normal or special summon, Gearsu will send any Dark Machine monster from your deck to the graveyard. It also has a very, very relevant effect now that never really came up, where if this is the only monster on your side of the field, you can special summon World Legacy tokens to your field and your opponent's field. Obviously, fantastic because it puts a body on the board, turns off things like imperm, turns off things like evenly matched.
Turns off your opponent.
But the real reason that we care about the token is because our brand new Link 1 can be made with a World Legacy monster. That token counts, so this is a free Orcust name on the board still as we continue to combo. And moving on to the rest of the Orcust names, we are on triple copies of HARP Horror,
Free from the basement after 900 years.
the 1 copy of Skeleton, 1 copy of our Orcust Nightmare, the 1 copy of our World Legacy World
Look at
1,
him, oh my god.
and then the brand new, both of these cards,
Yeah, shut the hell up
absolutely
about
beautiful.
Crown. Nobody cares about
Crown.
Look at him.
Look at these beautiful, first off,
at
can
the
we,
emblems.
the emblem, cool. We finally got Wand after
He's like not a
6
common.
years as a common. We finally got a foil version of Wand, so I think that is absolutely beautiful. Love that we get to play this card as a foil now.
Wow, isn't that so beautiful?
Real quick on the topic of rarity, I'd love to know everyone else's opinion. I'm choosing to play the super rares from the OTS set. Obviously, we just got the emblem rares. Do you think that it's like better or higher rarity to play the emblems or to play the OG, like original OTS supers? Let me know.
If you pull up with the common wand, we're fighting. That sounds like an old medieval like threat. If you pull up with the common wand, we're fighting in the square. That's what that felt like. Sorry, anyway.
We're going to remove Crown just so we can talk about all the effects of these monsters right here. In case you don't know, all of these monsters banish themselves from the graveyard to activate their effects. HARP Horror will special summon any Orcust monster from your deck. Simple Skeleton can banish itself to target any of your Orcust monsters in the graveyard and then bring them back. Nightmare is an extremely convoluted Foolish Burial. And our copy of World Legacy World 1 can banish itself to special summon one of your Dark Machine monsters from the banish. All of these monster effects, when you activate them, will then lock you into special summoning dark monsters for the rest of the turn. You might wonder why we're talking about that. It's almost like we're like not playing dark monsters in the entirety of the deck.
I got really confused. I thought he screwed up there, but just you wait. There's a special surprise that are not dark monsters in this deck.
And then the brand new inclusion of our World Legacy World Crown. This card is a searchable extender off of our brand new Link 1 that allows us to just special summon itself to a Link arrow in defense position.
This is my arrow. Call me Aang.
And then for our Orcust Spells and Traps, we're playing obviously the 1 copy of our Crescendo, the 1 copy of our Babel, and then the 1 copy of our super rare OG Turbo Pack Foolish Burial.
Wow, weird flex dog, but okay.
I just like this more than the QCR. I think it looks better.
I just like my Turbo Pack super more.
Yep.
What can I say? This guy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting. Do you guys like my shirt? It says definitely not all in a row, and it's got a bunch of little like ducks.
This just describes us perfectly. And then for everyone's favorite part of every deck that we're probably
Light
going to
monsters.
do, moving forward, we're playing triple Engraver, the 1 Lacrima, the 1 Lurie, double copies
Oh wait,
of
you're not playing the Altar Lurie dog?
I'm not. We don't have the Starlight, and I wanted to play the higher, beautiful, shinier
Wow.
ones. So like here, that
This
is the
guy,
package.
he's the worst, man. Pull up next to this guy, just have Anyway, it's the Fiendsmith engine. What do you want to talk about? It's been out forever. Everyone hates it, but it's good.
The reason we actually have to talk about these cards is because this deck loses really, really hard to a card in everyone's side deck, Artifact Lancia. These cards right here really allow you to play past and through Lancia, still setting up full Orcust combo. If you're interested in that, feel free to comment down below. That will probably make content on that later, but you are playing 5 starters here that get you through Lancia or get you through other interruptions. And a lot of people are really like playing the Mitsurugi cards in this deck. I think those cards are great, but I personally think that these Fiendsmith cards, I'll swear up and down on the Fiendsmith cards. I think these are like the best cards ever printed. These cards do what a secondary engine is supposed to do way better than the Mitsurugi cards. There's no great point to nib for the Mitsurugi cards. Ash is like, sure, you're gonna hit Habakiri, but like other than that, there's no real amazing point to hit the Mitsurugi cards with hand traps. These cards, you put up 2 level 6s, you're gonna find out if your opponent has nib. If you go like Requiem effect, you're gonna find out if your opponent has Ash.
He's getting flashbacks from the other video.
Nib check where? Tract also has the ability to search something like an engraver and then discard like a nightmare out of your hand, which synergizes really well with the Orcust engine. While these cards may be on everyone's hit list, they actually make your opponent play more, whereas the Mitsurugi cards are like, they're fine, I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but these cards bait more, they force your opponent to interact more, and they give you an infinite grind game. I like these cards more. If you don't like them, that's fine. Play Mitsurugi, play Pure.
Are we past the point of crying about this, honestly? Like maybe Yeah, comment if you're crying. I want to know. Please single yourself out in the comments. Anyway, this is the Fiendsmith engine. Thank you for watching.
So for the first part of our non-engine, I'm choosing to play triple Bastille. I'm playing the Drake, the Lewis, and the Magnemite.
The nut.
These cards are the flex spots in the deck. Honestly, they can be bells, they can be crows, they can be anything else you really want them to be. I think with the Mitsurugi cards running around, these cards hit Murakumo in the graveyard so that when they tribute it with like prayers or just use its effect, you can just snipe it out of the graveyard and you don't have to discard a card. It's a free body. These are free extenders. They're dark monsters. They have great effects. You know what Bastilles do. If you don't want to play them, substitute for something else.
I love how every card we do in this deck, we're like, just don't play it, it's fine. And we're so scared of being yelled at.
That's all the comments do anymore.
It's been like 5 years, we've been so waterboarded, I'm sorry. I swear we were confident once.
Moving on, we're playing double copies of Nib. Not 3, but 2. This is a card that's like good, but not amazing. It like hits a lot of rogue decks, it hits some of the meta decks. And then actually full combo with Nib, we're playing triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. And then moving on, I think my least favorite part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that like TCG genuinely just feels like Master Duel deck building, and I'm not a real fan of like this principle because it feels like every deck has to play triple copies of Max C, triple copies of the card that like hard counters Max C, triple copies of the card that like soft counters Max C, the Saki one of that like still hits Max C, the other Saki one of that can like definitely but kind of maybe hit Max C if it's in your deck still after sideboarding, and then the one copy of Triple Tactics Talent because obviously your opponent is going to try to play, you're going to try to play, you want to play more.
Wow, what an innovative half of our deck. That's like, so sad.
Like 12 cards in what feels like every single main deck feels really bad, right? And like, God forbid you want to play like Perulias as well. You're talking like 15 cards. I guess we could talk about Crossout real quick. This is not a mandatory inclusion, but we are playing Lancia in the side deck because of Malice, but you also hard lose to Lancia. I want to have as many main deck outs as possible and as many just outs as possible with the Fiendsmith cards, but also cards that can interact with Lancia. So I'm choosing the main deck Crossout. It comes up with Ash on Harp. It comes up with like, you know, Bastilles. It comes up with a lot of hand traps. Duh. So if you want to play it once again, I think the deck is at 41. This is the 41st card. For the extra deck, here are our generic Link tees. We're playing the one copy of IP Masquerena.
Wow, she's been putting in work for like 27 years.
Like maybe the only like generic like end board piece since Eternal format that hasn't been banned, right?
Oh,
like,
IP is like...
Savage is gone, Apo's gone, Baron's gone.
IP's older than that though. She's like...
Old IP
she's
was like
almost
original.
7 years old, right?
Beautiful.
She's like...
I can't believe she's still legal, to be honest. Like, Konami just hates cool cards.
It is kind of crazy, yeah, when you think about it. Like, yeah.
And then everyone's favorite cool card, Generic Link 2. We're playing the one copy of Moon.
The Moon!
We're gonna breeze through these real quick because we all know what this is. The one copy of Requiem, the one copy of Sequence, the one copy of Agwinde, or whatever you want to call them.
Why'd they do that?
The one copy of Desiree.
Bro, I learned on Master Duel the other day when we streamed, Desiree is just Engraver, but like fucking tweaked out with fucking Venus flytrap hands, bro. Did you know that? You probably do because you have the mate. I do too. Not to flex or anything, but anyway, I just think that's like, sorry, look how cool this dude is, bro. I don't know how much you like look at your cards.
Low key,
like,
I think it looks way cooler on the card than it does in Master Duel.
Really?
Like, I think the card art actually looks sick.
Nah,
here.
bro, I think in Master Duel, he's pissed. He's like,
speaking of like sick card arts, we did get the brand new Starlight Rare Necro Equipped Princess. I just think this card is actually fantastic. This
really,
card
I think it's one of the ugliest cards.
I think this card looks beautiful. I love the Starlights. I don't know if you can call the secondary wave of Starlights.
Do you consider the new Starlights?
Like, if you look at the Starlight, almost dropped. Sorry, Desiree. If you look at this is like the silver complements the silver with the silver text, and like this is like silver with gold, but kind of gaudy. QCR, sorry, whatever. All I'm trying to say is I think this rarity looks better than this rarity.
Well, sure. I mean,
always has, always will.
Everyone who's around for Starlights will probably think Starlights look better.
I think this card looks beautiful. And then the last card we're playing is the one copy, obviously, of our DDD High Wave King Caesar, the big guy with the water attribute guy, 2
no
fiends, this guy.
No nothing.
Moving on to the Orcust lineup, the only thing that people actually probably care about, the one copy of Ding. We are playing one Ding. I feel bad I didn't say this before. We're playing one Skeleton, one Nightmare, one of everything else. If you play this deck well, and if you play this deck like optimally, you shouldn't need more than one copy of every one of these cards. I know that like people want to play more copies of Skeleton. Skeleton is not a one card combo in and of itself to like completely do everything you need it to do. So playing one copy of it because you really want it to be able to either get it out of your hand or get it out of the deck. So same thing with Ding. If you play the one copy of Ding and you manage your resources well, you should always have this card in rotation. And speaking of rotation, we're gonna rotate into our brand new, I'm just gonna show the Link one.
Look at our Galatea.
I'm calling her GI. I just think it's a lot easier because there's already a Galatea in the deck.
I just think of gastroenterologist or whatever. What is it with doctors? Your GI doctor. I'm not calling her GI. It's Galatea. That's just her name. Just call her.
It's Galatea. It's not Galatea. That's why it's super confusing.
Is it an I or a 1?
That's a great question. I think it's I.
Yu-Gi-Oh players, we can't read. We could call her Galatua. Like Galatua?
No, but because that's confusing because Galatea is a Link 2. Like, sure, she's the second one, but this is a Link. Like, low-key, I hate that they renamed these cards and put like a digit after them. Like, that's so silly.
Yeah, they don't want to innovate. Galatea.
We're gonna get there when we get to the Link 4 anyway. So regardless, Galatea I or Galatea 1 or GI takes one Orcust monster or one World Legacy monster to make. Fantastic, because once again, you can just use your tokens. This card can send one card from your hand to the graveyard and either add Babel or a World Legacy monster from your deck to your hand. That's insane. There's a Link 1 that searches field spell or searches an extender. Broken. And like every Orcust monster, it also has a graveyard effect where in the graveyard you can banish any other Orcust card. We are not playing the draw card, but you can banish that because it's Orcust cards, not Orcust monsters, and then summon her from the graveyard. You can only Link summon her once per turn, but you can special summon her infinite amount of times. And then obviously we're playing double copies of like Galatea, just like regular Galatea, Link 2 monster. This, I mean, this gets you Babel or it gets you Crescendo by shuffling back any of your banished Orcust monsters.
Bro, she's so cool.
I know, the alties are so cold.
Galatea is like one of the coolest cards, man.
These old arts are just like old art.
Shout out to the
foil.
World Legacy lore.
Beautiful.
My love child. Anyway.
Moving on, obviously we're playing the one copy of Long Gearsu, or another Gearsu, and then the final card in the extra deck, we're playing the one copy of Enlil Gearsu. Ridiculous. Link 4. I'm not calling him Link 4.
Lil Gearsu. Long and Lil.
Once again, like Lil Gearsu. He's a Link 4. There's nothing small about him. He's the boss monster,
there's nothing
bro.
Lil about this dude. He's
this guy's massive.
Up. Smash a cloth.
This card's effect is that you can target one of your banished machine monsters, add it to your hand, shuffle any card from your hand into the deck, and then non-targeting take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls. That is permanent. You don't get it back. This card just takes it forever by shuffling your banished resources back, which is why playing one copy of all of these names is more than fine.
Welcome to the test hand and combo tutorial section of the video. We're doing magic tricks. Anyway, this is where we do a random 5-card test hand. I can do with every deck profile to show you the actual ceiling that any random 5-card hand can generate. Not some bullcrap manufactured 2-card combo you gotta draw every now and then. We're gonna give you a raw hand and show you what we can raw do. So make sure you like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And check out our cute little field center. Look at Junghyun. Look at her.
That's also the Orcust promo piece from the OCG.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. It's like a deck divider, but it's like really thin, but like fabulous. I'm so happy we finally got these.
Oh my god.
Okay, that being said, I'm gonna cut up. We're gonna do
a
quick little shuffle. I'm gonna give this to Logan.
Twice! Sorry. All right, I'm gonna cut it. Oh god.
In a million pieces.
Twice! You get nothing but the real deal here.
All right, we're gonna see what cross out. Fabulous.
Oh, okay.
One copy of HARP or Gearsu. Fabulous. Oh my god. Yo, okay. Well,
this is fine.
This is insane. I feel like we're a little too zoomed out. You can't see it, but whatever. In post,
You'll
we'll fix
be
it.
fine.
All right. Well, we have like full combo here, and like obviously our opponent's not doing anything.
Yeah, they're having no fun.
This is insane. I think I didn't say this while we were doing the profile, but like this is like a little aggravating as like modern player. I know you don't really experience this, you don't play anymore, but like the fact that like Magnumut's at 1, Jurisworm's at 1, Callby's at 1, Towns is at 1, Foolish Burial's at 1, like
Crossouts at 1.
Crossouts at 1. There's so many freaking one-ups that like almost like you used to get tilted when you get hit with like a 1-in, but now like you get hit with like 3 1-0s because it feels like 19 cards are at 1.
Yeah, it is kind of annoying.
Speaking of 1, we're gonna start with our 1-card starter. We're gonna normal Gearsu and activate the effect. We have a HARP in hand, which we can pitch off of our Link 1. So here, instead of sending HARP, which you would normally send, we're gonna send our copy of Nightmare. Once again, you would typically send HARP here, but like we already have HARP, so we're gonna now activate Gearsu because it's the only monster on our side of the field.
These are cute little tokens.
Hell yeah. The actual, what was it, OTS 15?
Yeah.
Wow, I cannot believe that we literally like got these. We're gonna.
Can you believe we're on 28 now?
Insane. We will be doing a 28 opening soon sometime when we play local and get them. But here's our opponent's token so they can no longer imperm us. And here's our token. We're gonna take our token and we're gonna make G.I., our fabulous brand new Link 1. We're gonna use her effect. We're gonna send our HARP from the hand to the graveyard. This is gonna grab us our copy of World Crown, our brand new extender. What we're gonna do
like not how they do.
is we're gonna summon the crown to the Galatea Eye or G.I., whatever. And as we
say
said,
Galatea Eye.
we're gonna take 2 monsters. Wow.
Oh my god, is it?
It is. It's closed through. We're gonna fly through this. We're
doing
gonna
the
go
YMCA.
Moon into Requiem, activate Requiem's effect. This is gonna get us our copy of our beautiful Lacrima. We're gonna activate Lacrima.
Go girl.
That's gonna dump our engraver from our deck to the grave. And now we're gonna activate our Requiem in the graveyard targeting the Lacrima. We are going to equip it. We're then going to contact fuse.
Woo!
Bam. Into Necro Equip, our beautiful new Starlight Necro Equip. Now we're gonna activate our copy of Engrave. We're gonna shuffle back the moon, put it into the extra deck, summon our engraver. This is the nib checkpoint.
Okay.
We're gonna clear it because our opponent, hypothetical, theoretical opponent that doesn't exist, doesn't have nib. Now we're gonna take both of these fantastic cards.
Bonk.
And make DDD. I think there's a lot of like really intricate, really cool lines. Once again, you know, feel free in the comments down below if you want to see that. There's like infinite lines in this deck. Plays around Lancia, plays around Nib, etc., etc. But I think that making Wave King is probably one of the best things over Desiree because Mitsurugi is just like such a scary deck, and this card just like solos that matchup. We are done with all of our light summoning now. We have not locked ourselves, but we are going to do so now by banishing our copy of HARP. This is going to summon our copy of Symbol Skeleton from our deck to our side of the field.
Flawless.
Now we're going to link both of these into our copy of Galatea. I'm sorry, it's on our opponent's token.
The OG Gal.
Not a lot of space. We are now going to activate our copy of Orcust Nightmare. We're going to target the Galatea. This is going to dump our World Wand from the deck to the graveyard. Now we can go into our graveyard and we can banish Gearsu to activate the effect of Galatea Eye to summon out from the graveyard.
Wow, see how nice that rolled off the
know,
tongue? He didn't struggle at all.
Now we can activate Galatea because we only play one Nightmare. We're going to shuffle the Nightmare back.
She's like the cat meme that...
This is going to set our copy of Babel from our deck to our side of the field, and then we can just activate the Babel.
Look at
Fabulous.
it go.
Now, what we can do is we can link our Link 1 and our Link 2 into our Link 3! Fabulous.
Numbers.
We can now go into our graveyard. We can banish our Symbol Skeleton, target the Galatea, summon the Galatea. We can then take the Galatea and we can just use that as material to summon Ding, the one Ding. We can then Ding, equip our Symbol Skeleton.
Wow.
Beautiful. We're going to take these fabulous monsters, all piles here. This is going to make our brand new beautiful Link 4. Enlil Gearsu, Big Link Gearsu.
Gearsu, beefed up Gearsu.
Big Gearsu guy. What this does is it puts our copy of our Ding into the graveyard with our copy of Skeleton.
He's a Mech Knight?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh my god, where have I been the whole video? Oh!
Typically, this is where our combo would end, but because we opened a double Orcust name, we were able to get our copy of the World Wand engraved, so we can then banish the World Wand, target our copy of Harpor, summon it back. We can then use Enlil Gearsu's effect to target our copy, beautiful, Gearsu, add it to hand, shuffle a card into the deck, take control of a card that our opponent, or a monster our opponent controls, and then we can take both of these, link this again into IP. So now we have set 2, Droll in hand, a take from our opponent, we have an IP, we have a double monster negate summon thing, we have a quick effect for HARP, quick effect for Skeleton, and our GI engraved a quick effect as well, with having our copy of Lacrima engraved to then put the trap card in the graveyard to have an additional layered interruption.
I'm really distraught about this Enlil Gearsu card. Now I'm like trying to cook. Is it like the moon's behind him? Is it because like if he's a Mech Knight, there's all the colors of the Mech Knight, which are like the light spectrum, and then he's dark, and so like the moons, there's like 7 moons, so he's like, is there like... Sorry, I'm trying to make the lore happen in my head. I didn't know he was a mech knight. I feel so goofy not reading him. Oh my god, chat. I'm so sorry. Comment section, please help me. I'm thinking too hard.
All that aside, I think the only thing that you really need to like keep in mind is that when you are activating all of your Orcust effects in Grave, like, you know, your skeleton, your HARP Horror, these will dark lock you. So it is best to always start with your copy of Lacrima to shuffle into the deck so that you can then get your copy of, boom, Requiem, and then on your opponent's turn, when the main phase, because it's main phase only, you contribute it, summon out the Lacrima, and then Lacrima can then dump your copy of Paradise, and now you genuinely don't care about anything else being summoned because everything moving forward will be a dark monster.
I'm still thinking about Endless Gear. I'm sorry, I've blacked out, chat. I'm really trying to figure out this card. It's too late for me to try to think about it. And that's the deck. This looks pretty nice, doesn't it? It's been a long time coming for Orcust Schmorcust Break My Board Kiss, and we're very happy to be sharing it with you. We meant to get this up earlier, but that's just the way life is. So if you're here now, thank you for being patient. God, that's all I can ask for anymore. And if not, well, you're not here anyway, so whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're trying to come back. We have maybe an OTS opening coming soon when we get some. So we'll figure that out. Anyway, we love you. You matter. Please leave some comments in the comment section down below. I love you.
See ya.
Bye. Does anyone even watch these?
No.